We'll do. It's great.
That was.
All right, once again, welcome to Gardens Oval. Wanderers and Waratahs here for the Foundation Cup game, proudly sponsored by Mindle Beach Casino Resort. And it's a huge thanks to all our sponsors and our players and all our spectators here today. Now, just a shout out for the kids, we are going to be doing a Little Legends game at half time, so kids, if you'd like to get involved in that, please meet us at the front of the grandstand at half time. So we are going to do the Little Legends out there. And there is plenty of stuff happening post-match for both clubs. Waratahs will be heading back to the club rooms and we'll have the post-match drinks, the Waratah Flash Jumper auction, and they'll have music. So everyone please welcome to come back there. Likewise with Wanderers, we'll be heading back to Silks for post-match presentation and drinks. And we encourage all our sponsors to come along to that as well. As I hand over to Rowan Langworthy now, President for Waratahs, to say a few words.
Thank you again, Sarah. Welcome again, and welcome to anyone else who's coming into Darwin. Today's Foundation Cup is all things football. It's about the history, the family, and the people that have been part of both of these clubs over the last 109 years to build what we have today. The Cup celebrates where we both come from, the pride that we have in the jumpers that we wear, and the future that we're building from our juniors all the way through to our Premier League sides. So to all of the players, volunteers, supporters and sponsors and families, thanks very much for being part of it. Let's have a great game.
All right, the Foundation Cup has arrived and club legends walk it out for our teams. Ben Baxter from the Waratahs, a proud premiership legacy and generational connection. He's a member of the senior premiership team since 1999 and 2000. And Ian, our clubs run on volunteers, and Ian Smith has been outstanding for the Wanderers, volunteering for many, many years. Both massive club legends. Could we please have everybody standing for the Australian National Anthem? Thank you, everyone. And we will have our club legends head out for the coin toss with the captains.
Good evening and welcome to the Good evening and welcome to AFLNT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 15 clash from Gardens Oval on Larrakia Country. This evening, the Foundation Cup, Waratah and Wanderers. My name is Nick Danks and my commentary partner this afternoon, Don McCormack. Good evening, Tom. Great to be with you this evening, and here with a bit of noise at Gardens Oval, but a good night as well.
G'day, Nick. Great to be with you and great to be here at Gardens Oval. Bit of noise indeed, no doubt about that. But look, Foundation Cup, great that there's things going on here. Good crowd in, and I expect it to be a pretty competitive game here this evening. Yeah,
it should be a good one. I mean, Waratah's coming off a couple of good wins, but the last time these two sides met was in round 5. Waratah kicked only 2 points in the final quarter, but it was enough to defeat Wanderers by 11 points. The weather here today, we were expecting about 200 mil of rain. That hasn't appeared, but a few dark clouds around under lights. Currently 29 degrees, and not a real breeze favouring either end at the moment either. So, as I said, 3 weeks remaining in the regular season. Big night tonight for Waratah. You think they must win this one?
Oh, look, they have to, no doubt about it. If they really, really want to be challenging and in that top 5, they've got to be winning, and winning well tonight. You know, they want to come out here and play the way that their coach wants them to play.
Yeah, absolutely. Tiwi won earlier on today as well. We'll have a look at those results during the day, but that's the one with Tiwi with a couple of games to play. Yes, I think they've got Southern Districts and then Palmerston on the way home. The Bombers have, Palmerston and Southern Districts. But Waratah tonight, after this one, they've got Nightcliff Tigers. That ain't easy. St Mary's after last night. That's not easy. And their final regular season game against the Darwin Buffaloes, and that could go either way. So really, as you said, tonight is a really important one. Wanderers, though, coming off a tough game last week. We're in it for about 15 minutes and thought, hang on, this could be an upset, but St Mary's came away with a 128-point win and really could have been even more than that.
Oh, look, that's right. They were very impressive last week. St Mary's Wanderers, every game that I've commentated them this season, they've never given up, but they've been outclassed on most occasions, and that really has been the issue for them.
Yeah, and of course, Waratah coming tonight's going to be 5th spot. They won their last 2 games, and last week, we'll give them a bit of a buy on that one because it was in the massive storm. The ground was covered in water. If you ever get a chance to see the photo of TIO Stadium last week, have a look at that one. They did beat Palmerston by 9 points. We're about to get underway here in the Foundation Cup, Waratah and Wanderers. You pick quickly, Dom?
Oh, definitely Waratah tonight.
Yeah, pretty hard to beat these guys at home. I've seen them knock off Southern Districts here at times as well, so they're a good side as we're underway here at Gardens Oval.
Ball tossed high, Jorgensen up just as high, beaten forward by Tyler Phillips. Ball out of the middle from Stevens. Good hands initially. Low ball into the middle. Captain picks that up and handballs on there to Hillis. Hillis long inside 50 up to Kirby, had hands to it, couldn't mark the footy. Kenner with the handball backwards. Wanderers defence goes to work now. Cody Leggett's handball cut off. Waratah still in it here. Stevens with the snap. On goal. Curling around but not far enough. So good quick hands there initially from Waratah, managing to keep it inside their 50. A minor score on the board.
Yeah, big target up forward in Kirby there at the moment, of course. So that's a pretty handy guy floating around the forward line.
Yeah, he's a big man. A very good player and has been for some time in this competition.
Yeah, seen him win games on this ground by himself.
Cody Leggett, the star midfielder for Wanderers, bringing the footy in. Ball at the back of the pack. Wanderers just flipping it around here by hand initially. Over to Morgan. Little left foot kick. Tapped away there by the Wanderers. Waratah defence, I should say. Now Waratah again taking possession. And again finding players in space. Lucas Gray with the footy. Kicked 4 last week and was the game breaker against Palmerston. Zeus now. Low ball inside 50. Mark to Magro, is it? Yes, it is. Good mark indeed. Good to see him back too. Very, very important player for this team. And if they are to make the top 5, Nick, and they are to do some damage, this player will be exceptionally important.
Yeah, absolutely. And he played 6 games this season, scored 9 goals. Of course, was right up there, the leading goal scorer a couple of years ago in their premiership year.
And he comes. Steady approach. Kick on goal's a good one. Team's happy. Straight through the middle for Jaden Magro. Waratah on the board with the first major of the afternoon.
Yeah, in his time, 651 goals, so he certainly knows how to kick him, and he's kicked a lot on this ground. And this season, his best result was 2 against Southern Districts back in round 7. Oh, they got 4 or so against the Bombers back in round 2. I didn't go that far down the list.
He's been a good performer, as you say, for a long period of time. Been a key component in this red and white outfit. They'll need him to go again. Pretty small as a full forward out of the goal square, but gee, he can do some damage.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, I think he was runner-up that year, and it was a fight right down to the last game for him to be the top goal scorer of the league.
Phillips taking the footy out of the middle, straight to his captain in Motlop. That's a good kick. No mark taken. Should have been by Tyson White. Tackle laid. And the umpire's going to ping him. No, he's not. Gee, I thought one was going to, the other didn't.
Yeah, the furthest one looked like he was about to sim ball. Just let the closest umpire make the decision. But I think at number 52 had his decision. It was a hold the ball.
Ball tossed high. Jorgensen goes just as high. A little bit of spillage. Matthew Motlop couldn't control the footy. Charlie Arthur had it, lost it. Wanderers trying to get the ball into some space here. Arthur with the tackle. Jorgensen with the handball. Ball dropped cold, and the call came from the players. Umpire agrees. They played on though, Waratah. A little bit unfair to call that an advantage.
Yeah, especially they'd already played on before he blew the whistle, so it's a bit hard not to play on.
Polson up to Gray was good. Little left footer from Gray. Nice pick up. Tackle laid. If he doesn't get rid of this, he is gone. And that he is. Tackle well laid there by Sam Berry for the Eagles. That's a poor handball to Cody Leggett. Gray's in the action again as he was last week. Wrapped up on centre wing.
Yeah, I think that's probably just desserts for that one. I don't think he was really pinged before he turned into the tackle and set up by his teammate.
Away goes Shanks for the Eagles. No mark taken. Ball to the back. Collis. Little chip with the left boot. Clee cut it off. He's in there again, Clee. Close to the boundary now. Can they keep it in? No, they can't. Tyson White had it and just wasn't able to get ball to boot within the field of play.
Yeah, boundary umpire was about 5 feet away from that one, so it was right on the angle. I watched him step over the boundary, and we'll have a throw in.
So almost 5 minutes down here. Scoring being done only by Waratah, but Wanderers have been inside their forward 50 twice, Nick.
Yeah, 2-2 at the moment.
So boundary throw in players setting here. Jorgensen will go up against Bailey George. In fact, it's Kaylee Roberts. Cody Leggett coming through the pack beautifully. Snap on the right boot into space. Over the back, Charlie Arthur with an opportunity. Ball tapped to advantage. Snap on goal from White. And he kicks a behind. So 1-1-7 plays 1.5 minutes down in this first quarter.
Yeah, certainly tried to snap that one from that out. It was never going to be easy on that angle, and did perhaps a pretty good job of trying to get it into the points, to be honest. There's that 15-metre run out of the goal square.
Robbie Barty, off he goes. I think it might have been more than that. No whistles out on that either.
It's amazing how much the umpires give them from that one. I watched one last night. I reckon he ran 35 before he kicked it, and they let him play on.
Yeah, so ball out of bounds. Boundary throw in to take place after that 15-metre bolt in and long kick. Smack bang on centre wing. Or as good as. Ball one down there by Kirby. Taken by the Eagles. Kick inboard now. And a free kick to be given. Play on to the advantage goes to Waratah. Handball to Stevens. Now through the middle. Turnbull will go back to Stevens on the move. Looks very good running through centre half forward. Handball up to Kirby. Wasn't quite what he was looking for. Tapped it away. The movement spoiled and a nice little chip comes up to Leggett. Interesting that they went into their forward zone and just looked indecisive then, Waratah. So the Eagles now with an opportunity. Nice kick comes up to Matthew Motlop. Kicks into the middle of the ground, goes to Leggett. He's such a reliable player for them. Out wide now. Eagles here with good ball movement. Billy Shanks, little left footer. Looking out there for Clee. Shoves his opponent in Collis out of the way, goes over the boundary line. And a boundary throw in about 40 around from the Eagles goal. Yeah, good movement in the middle of the ground by both sides, but just fell over when they got inside the 50 for both ones. And you're right, that handball then to the big Kirby just was never going to be any good for him down near his knees. Players set themselves here. Kirby took front position. Tyler Phillips at the back, slaps that into space. Wanderers well represented here. Can they use the ball? Well, he was tackled without the footy. Little handball comes out. Now the snap on goal. That's going to go straight through the middle on this occasion. The Eagles on the board through Tyson White. And at the 7.5 minute mark, this game is all tied up with 1-1-7 apiece.
Yeah, Tyson did well there to snap that one, pretty much similar to the one earlier, and that one went straight through the middle.
He had a practice shot, didn't he?
Yep, certainly did. He managed to get that one right back and pushed it out, aiming for the right-hand post, aim for the left one, and that slight breezer is here, just sort of dragged it across, and all tied up here at Gardens Oval.
Yeah, good movement there by the Eagles, and I said that they had the numbers. Thought for a moment they weren't going to be able to get it into the clear, but then they did, and Tyson Whitey was very, very confident and comfortable with that snap-on goal. Kirby up against Phillips in the middle. Big men go at it. Phillips one touch, tried to get a second. Carlin trying to muscle it out there for his team. Little handball in the pack went to Billy Shanks. He's wrapped up immediately there by Lockie Nash. Kirby and Phillips now. Phillips, G's been good. No mean feat to beat Arnold Kirby. Cody Leggett straight at it, so too Carlin. Ball comes to ground. Waratah away. Karanua just couldn't pick up the footy cleanly. Tackle late here on Tane Bake. And the umpire says no opportunity, so a ball up here at half forward for Waratah. Again, Kirby and Phillips with the wrestle. Phillips winning that one down again. Ball close to the boundary. And a boundary throw in to take place here. Gee, Nick, I don't see that very often. Phillips up against Kirby, and Kirby being beaten 2 times in a row.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. I was just trying to look at the interchanges. It's an amazing ground here, Gardens Oval. They're basically in the pockets at either end of the ground, so it's very hard to keep an eye on what's actually happening when it's away from you.
Boundary throw in pushed all the way close to the centre of the ground here. Wanderers with ball in hand. Kick up inside 50. Taken there by Tyson White. Good handball. Gets it to Arthur. His handball to Clee. Tries to get past the tackler. Did it. Got a handball away. Cut off now by the Tars defence. They go to work nicely. That's a lovely kick out wide. Finds Jordan Watkins. Just outside their defensive zone. Kick is poor. Turnover at centre wing. Matthew Motlop with the hands. Goes to Leggett. The 1-2 with Motlop. Kicks long, looking for Morgan, and that's not the kick he was looking for. Out of bounds on the full. Turnover to Waratah, and free kick there to be taken by Paulson. That's a lovely kick into the middle of the ground. Carlin had the touch, has to go back and grab it. Now the run off half back is excellent. Turnbull with ball in hand. Chip forward to Magro. Lead was excellent. Came off his chest. Handball on the up to Turnbull. Smother was good from the Eagles' defence. Leggett to Mitchell. Mitchell still in the action. Caught holding the footy. Carlin, well done. Captain had to break up the movement there. Looking for a player out wide, and all on his own. Cody Zust takes the mark. 45 from goal on a 45-degree angle, and we have got the perfect view from our commentary position here in the grandstand at wonderful Gardens Oval.
Absolutely, aimed that one for the right post, and just let it come back with the slight breeze coming from there, and he should be right from here. It's amazing how much room he got on his own in the first quarter inside the 50, but I was just about to say that Motlop will be happy with the coach of Wanderers, the one that started this game. He won't be happy with that.
In he comes, Zust. Kick on its way. Gee, Nick, he followed your instructions and veered the other way.
Yeah, it did. It did get that one. Kicking training with Tiwi, I think I've got next year.
Cody Leggett now with ball in hand. The midfielder with the kick-in duties. Long kick. Almost a mark taken out there by Waratah. And eventually Worthley takes that one over the boundary line for the Eagles. So pretty tight contest here. 1-point ball game. Tars in the lead. Almost 12 minutes gone in this first quarter. Beautiful conditions here at Gardens Oval. Bit humid perhaps. From that ruck contest, ball inside, attacking 50 again for Waratah. Nash onto it, has the quick kick at goal, and that's gone straight through the middle. Lockie Nash puts through the goal for the Red and Whites, and they take the early lead here. 2-2-14 plays 1-1-7. Just over 12 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Yeah, the goal umpire made it a little bit difficult for us there. He started to run right the way across. I thought that one's not going to sneak in, but it did. Of course, this is the last game of it this round, and we've got a week off next week of local footy because we've got representative footy. For the first time ever, fans will experience NTFL All-Star Saturday, a full day celebrating some of the territory's best football talent. 4 games on at TIO Stadium, 11:45 the under-18 girls, 1:45 the under-18 boys, and then at 4 o'clock the women's All-Star game, and at 6:30 the men's All-Star game. Looking forward to that one next week.
Yeah, it should be terrific.
Tickets now available for that.
Big Saturday of footy. Zus with the handball from the middle here, stolen by Tyler Phillips, up inside 50 for the Eagles, off hands, Collis, Turnbull, nice kick out wide. Purantatameri tapped it on beautifully to Hillis. Lockie Nash calling for it. Leggett with the pressure. And out of bounds on the full is the call coming off Cody Leggett. Not happy with the call.
Yeah, they're a tough decision when that happens. But the footy gods have come back to say thank you. We'll have that back.
Footy god spoke nicely there. Billy Shanks takes the mark after a shank of a kick from Hillis. Pun definitely intended. Long kick. Comes off hands. Good smother there on Arthur. That was brave from Collis. Went back in again. Barty barging his way through. Head high tackle there late on Lockie Nash. And Clee going in again. Umpire takes it, tosses it up. Through goes Clee. Well done. Leggett with the quick kick. No representation there from the Eagles. Off the hands of the player there in Roberts. Goes backwards, and they do it nicely. Turnbull on the right boot, kicking out wide, looking for Oliver Paulson. And in the end, they probably get the result that they wanted. Over the boundary line, they get the opportunity to reset with the boundary throw-in. Yeah,
Paulson's probably a good job he didn't take that, as he would probably end up in the boundary as well, because it was right on his clacker for him.
So the ruck contest now, Mitchell Jorgensen against Tyler Phillips. Phillips again tapping that one to his captain's advantage. Couldn't quite grab hold of it. Waratah with first clean possession, but Matthew Motlop comes in and breaks it up. Morgan takes the footy, fires on goal and misses to the near side. Golden opportunity there, missed by Morgan. 1-2-8, plays 2-2-14. Low ball, another opportunity presenting itself for the Eagles here. They just need to be clean with the footy. Struggling to do that. Charlie Frank overrunning it. Tapped on by Motlop. Taken now by White. Big snap. Arthur underneath it. It's sitting nicely for him. Cannot take the grab. He was worried, I think, Nick, and probably rightly so, by the presence of that point post there.
Yeah, I think he had one quick look, and by that stage the ball had just floated away from him. So unfortunately there are a couple of opportunities for Wanderers, but they didn't take the most of the opportunity. But they'd be very happy to be in this sort of game with 5 or 6 minutes to go to the first quarter.
It's been their issue all season, just unable to handle the ball cleanly in the key moments. Ball close to the boundary here, and speaking of handling the ball in slightly slippery conditions, Lockie Nash straight over the boundary line. Player down there for the Eagles in George Wilkes, and coming from the ground immediately too. Looks like a left hand injury to Wilkes. Bailey in the ruck, wins that down. Shanks takes it. Handball goes to Bake on the right boot. Cut off by Turnbull. Just charges up the middle. Long kick up towards Kirby. Will let the footy go. Running onto it now, Purantatameri. He couldn't handle the ball cleanly. Waratah unable to take it there, and now the Eagles with good numbers in defence. Motlop, that's Brenton. Kicks that out wide. Finds Bake. Call to play on, little chip. Nice footy. Just retaining possession at the moment, the Eagles. They're right in this game. Little chip sideways goes to Isaac Poole. Looking for a player in the middle and finds him in Harry Willis. So Willis now on the right boot. That's a good kick. Finds his teammate there in White, who is their goal kicker. It's going to go long. It's going to go very long. Gee, that's a wonderful kick from there. Accuracy not quite where he wanted it to be. Another point on the board for the Eagles. So 139 plays 2-2-14, 17 down.
Yeah, this is their problem the last couple of weeks. Wanderers have kicked 2 goals and 5 goals in the last 2 weeks. And they've had about 29 kicks against them.
Long kick out, Jorgensen with the hands and also the tug of the jumper, said the umpire. Plays on by hand. That's a poor handball. Almost cut off. Tackle laid. Ball spills. Turnbull under pressure. Bailey did well, except he handballed to his opponent. Paulson taken. Spillage again. Hillis up towards his captain in Carlin. Leggett takes the footy. Handball into the clear. Bake to the run of Poole, who then mishandles. Bake now kicking out wide, looking for White. Close to the boundary now. Ball toe poked forward. Comes out to Waratah, just persistent in defence. Long kick up here towards Stephen Puruntutameri. Can't handle the footy. Poole does. Goes into the middle of the ground. That's a lovely kick. Finds Walters. Wanderers, so much opportunity here. Kick long and low. That is not the kick. Waratah now with numbers. Collis with the turnover. Goes to Carlin. Now the inside 50 opens up. Kirby takes the grab. 45 from goal in front of Brenton Motlop. They had all the opportunity, the Eagles, going forward, Nick. One poor kick. And there it is down the other end. Kirby with ball in hand. Yeah, with interchange on the corner here. Two of them came off the interchange on their own on the other side of the ground, and he didn't take it far enough towards goal, and of course got chopped off, and the result is Kirby's lining up to put in Waratah's third. So scoring shots 5-4 in favour of the Eagles. This will be the fifth for Waratah, but it could see them with a 10-point lead. It does not. They lead by 5. 2-3-15 plays 1-4-10. 19 minutes down in the first quarter. There's been a couple of moments out there in the last 5 or 10 minutes that you would think the Wanderers were in 5th spot and Waratah were in 9th. They're just getting overrun, but when they do break through, you just know how dangerous Tars can be. Matthew Motlop with the kick in, goes out wide looking for Tyler Phillips. That is a good mark from the big man. Such a good performer. Finds Clee on the bounce, steps inside, needs to get rid of it, and he does. Kicks long. Contest came, and the umpire says he was illegally dealt with. So you reckon that should have been 50 then? Made a mark, and then the shove in the back should have made him go for a walk. Wow. Hillis with the ball, handballing forward to Kirby on the move. Another handball. Look, Waratah just opening things up here. Carlin in the clear. Left foot dab going up towards Magro. Kenner taken in the tackle. Gets loose to Zust. His kick cut off nicely by Brenton Motlop. Read it beautifully. Little chip on the left boot, comes out wide. Finds Willis. Again, just fumbly with the footy. Goes to Clee. Time ticking away here into time on now. Billy Shanks with the ball. He's at half back and just tells his team to steady. Little kick backwards. Back to Clee. Waratah doing very well here to box them in. Just popping that up nicely there to Matthew Motlop. Looking to take control of the footy. Kicking along now down centre wing. Up goes Phillips. Gee, he is leading Kirby to the footy and beating him in the ruck. That kick is not helping a forward. That had to be a push in the back, called by the umpire. This is the player who's causing the trouble for them, Nick, and that is Tyson White. He is. They know that if he gets the footy anywhere near 50, that he is able to make the distance. And man on the mark here, 45 from goal. Yeah, tough one here, of course, but he's kicked a few goals towards that end. He's kicked their only goal so far for the game, but he's had a couple of shots, and each time they've made the distance. The last one was from about 55, made the distance easily. So Tyson White, what can he do here for his team? Crosses 50. Kick on the way. Distance looks good. Accuracy poor. So another point on the board for the Eagles. 1-5-11 to the Eagles. 2-3-15. Of course, it's his first game back into the Premier League side. He's played the last couple of weeks in the reserves. Didn't get any goals there, but he did get a couple the last time out in round 11 for the Premier side, where he got 2 goals. And he's got the one tonight. Kick-in's a good one, and that's a nice mark to Oliver Paulson. Very consistent player is Paulson. Kick there looking for the leading player in Mitchell Jorgensen. The siren sounds for quarter time. So there it is. You're watching AFL NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 14 clash from Gardens Oval this evening. Waratah versus Wanderers. We're back shortly with the second quarter.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Azalea's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazaliesnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up. Bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League's round 15 clash from Gardens Oval. Waratah and Wanderers. And Nick Danks with you and Don McCormack with me. And just about to start the second quarter. And really, Wanderers look really good in the first quarter.
Nick, they look fantastic. Real opportunity if they can just put it on the board. Let's see how they go. Tyler Phillips lining up in ruck. One down very nicely by Jorgensen. Joel Stevens hassled out of it by Leggett. Comes out wide to Hillis. Handball to his teammate in Watkins. Turnover here to the Eagles. They need to use the ball better than what they did in the first quarter. A bit of nuisance value there. Roberts did really nicely. Goes to Stevens. Haven't really seen a lot of him. Such a key to this red and white outfit. Great grab. What a mark that was there from Kenner. Needs to do that more often if this team are really going to do some damage in finals. Magro. 55 from goal. Handballs off to a teammate who then drops the footy. That was Watkins. Motlop. Brenton gets the ball down to Leggett. Paulson taken in a tackle by Brenton Motlop, and the umpire says, I will take it. Well, the intent from both teams beginning of this quarter, superb. Jorgensen wins that one down. Taken away by the Eagles. Handball flipped out wide. Goes there to Holmberg. And then punched away by Roberts out over the boundary line at centre wing. Ruck contests proving to be very important in this game already. Arnold Kirby not having his usual influence. Mitchell Jorgensen now lining up against Phillips. That's a heck of a throw-in. One down by Jorgensen. Towed forward by Stevens. Taken by Gray. Handball to Carlin. Back to Gray. Needs to get it on the boot and does. Good smother. Wanderers up for the challenge here, Nick.
Absolutely, they are. And I just had a quick look at the radar weather and reckon the last quarter we could be in for a storm coming through. So I think it's about 8 o'clock. So you want to get some score on the board now, because we saw what happened to Wanderers last week. As soon as it started raining, it just sort of fell apart for them. And I know the Skills St Mary's took over.
And just could not quite get it there. Bounces over for a boundary throw-in. So boundary throw in the right forward pocket. Tense start really to this second quarter. 2.5 minutes down. No change to the scoreboard. 4 points, I should say, in favour of Waratah. Timmy Keranua tried to burst through there. Players down behind the pack. Zust, snap on goal. Goes right across the face and across the boundary line for a boundary throw in again in that left forward pocket.
Yeah, Reece Holberg is down. He got a bad knock there in the pack, but he seems to be, he's up and jogging again now, but he did grab the back of his head, so the boundary might have a quick look at him in a minute.
Players setting themselves again here. Waratah looking to be clean with the footy. Now the players moved away from the footy there. First one to touch it was Keranua, but a free kick for a hold will go to Phillips. And that just goes to show he is really causing some trouble here for Arnold Kirby, who would not be used to that.
No, so normally he dominates in the ground. He's had a couple of touches and probably had the opportunity to get a couple of goals as well, Big Kirby, but just struggling a bit tonight.
Long kick from Isaac Poole up to centre wing. No mark taken, but a free kick given for high contact.
Yeah, chop the arms and the back of the head then in one go.
And a 50-metre penalty as well. And that would be for the chat, I dare say, Nick.
Yes, he... think they'd learned.
No, it never happens. Harvey Roberts with the 50-metre penalty, and so Wanderers have been right in this game, but just at the key moments, either unable to handle the ball cleanly or not making the right decision. And the wrong decision on this occasion has led to a 50-metre penalty. So Roberts now, left of centre, crosses 45, kick on its way is well and truly off target, through for the minor score. So a point on the board for Waratah. They move on to 2-4-16. Wanderers 1-5-11. So the opening score of this second quarter is a point to the Red and Whites. Leggett, as he has done all game, bringing the footy in. That's a magnificent kick up the middle of the ground. Didn't look as though he was going to go that way. Changed direction, hit his target beautifully. Little chip in board comes to Billy Shanks, who doesn't take the mark. In goes Gray. Hillis, handballs backwards. The call came from Zust. Long kick now, up towards Magro. Shoved off the footy really well by his opponent there, who just steps over the boundary line ever so deliberately, but not called. Well done there to Reece Holmberg.
Yeah, big circle there to go out of bounds, but umpires gave him the benefit of the doubt. 5 inside 50 to zip. I don't think Wanderers have passed halfway mark in this quarter. It was 11-7 in favour of Wanderers in the first quarter.
Kirby takes the ball this time out of the ruck contest. Quick kick out. Kenner. Zust sockers at goal and then puts it through. That's a cracking kick from Cody Zust. Kicks the 4th goal of the evening for Waratah. 4-4. In fact, it's their 3rd. I think their 3rd goal. 3-4-22 to Wanderers 1-5-11. What a goal that was to Cody Zust. Read it beautifully and played soccer.
Yeah, 1-1 in this quarter they've kicked. So, yep, 3-4-22 to 1-5-11. And so far, Wanderers haven't gone past the halfway mark, and we've played just over 5 minutes of the second quarter.
Good play there by Kirby. Nick, on that occasion, was actually able to win the ruck contest, then got the quick kick in. Yeah, he keeps bringing himself into the game, Kirby does. You just know at any moment he's going to dominate. He's just one of those type of players. And Phillips gets himself into the front position again, beats Kirby. Handball, untidy. Unclean again through the middle. Handball coming away from Mitchell. Into the centre of the ground, not taken. Trying to bodyline it there was Watkins for the red and whites. Billy Shanks comes away with it, needs to put it on the boot, and he does. Kicks it out wide. Out towards the boundary. Little handball coming in there towards George. And as Hillis was trying to run away with the footy, umpire blows the whistle and said it's gone over the boundary line. So an 11-point ball game here in favour of Waratah, 7 minutes down in this second quarter. Phillips again up against Kirby. Phillips wins that one to the advantage of his team. In pursuit there was Hutchins for Waratah, taken by the Eagles. Kick up inside 50. Handball fired out, taken by Carlin. Back into the corridor. Turnbull. In fact, it's Collis on the left boot. Up into the middle of the ground. Wanderers there in numbers, but Timmy Keranua did brilliantly. Got a handball out to Gray. Shoved over as he kicked the footy. Magro can't take it. Handball dropped there by Worthley. Taken in the tackle. Caught with the footy. So free kick will go to Magro here. Man on the mark, right on the paint of 50. Does he have the distance in him here, Jaden Magro? Kick one already. That came in the first quarter. Certainly taking his time over the footy. Perfect position here from our commentary position. Jaden Magro, he'll arc slightly out to the left, I would expect, being a left foot up. There he goes, kick on its way. Starts it right, stays right. Another point on the board for the red and whites. 3-5-23, plays 1-5-11. So an even 2-goal ball game here at Gardens Oval.
Still yet to break into the 50 in this quarter, Wanderers. But still right in this game, as you said, only 12 points in it.
Cody Leggett with the big kick out to centre wing, taken by Clee. Handballs to the advantage of his teammate in Bake. Bake on the right boot, cut off immediately by Roberts. Into the middle of the ground, finds Irwin to Turnbull. Players running in the clear. Stevens. Up towards Magro, cut off. It's all Wanderers back here. They need to be clean with the footy. Handball coming out here to Berry. Under pressure. Looked for Motlop, went past him and goes to Leggett. That's a great handball. Has to be taken though. Poole, taken in the tackle. Caught with the footy.
Well, umpire's giving the benefit of the doubt, but he was definitely...
He danced around a bit there, Nick.
He did, didn't he? Yeah,
very lucky. And he comes off the ground. Ball one forward. Tackle laid. Kirby has the footy, steps inboard, goes to Stevens. Snap on goal. And that goes through the middle for their second of the quarter. Joel Stevens, that's his first. Waratah starting to stamp some authority on this game. 4-5-29 plays Wanderers 1-5-11. 10 minutes down in the second.
Other results for round 15 last night at TIO. St Mary's defeated Pint by 39 points. Today, Tracy Village Tiwi Bombers defeated Darwin Buffaloes by 28 points. And on now at Ghazali's Arena at half-time, Nightcliff Tigers leaving Palmerston by 25 points. We've got 3 goals in it here. And it's 9 inside 50s to zip.
To 0.
Light's starting to take effect here at Gardens Oval. Some wonderful ground, this one. The cricket pitch, obviously, we've had a bit of rain around, so that's showing a bit of wear and tear.
Cody Zeus trying to pick up that footy in exactly that position. Struggled to do it. Cody Leggett takes hold of the ball. Does really well. On the left boot, up towards his captain in Matthew Motlop. Scoots inboard. Long kick up inside 50. Courageous. Oh. And the mark paid. That was brilliant. Came to Hillis. Goes out wide and finds Harvey Roberts. So courageous from Joel Hillis. Kick up centre wing. Worthley to take the ball. Kenner in pursuit. And Worthley just goes long. Roberts gets himself in front position, got a little touch on it, and over the boundary line for another boundary throw in.
Yeah, he got up well then. Good decision by the umpire to pay him the mark. Could have been 50-50 either way, but then again, he could have got tunnelled as well while he was up there that high. So, good decision, and as you said, very brave back there, Don, in defence. First time that Wanderers have gone forward in this quarter.
Jorgensen had the tap out momentarily. Leggett with a little flick up to Matthew Motlop and has a bounce, if you don't mind, as he cruises through the pack. Ball out to Morgan. Second time inside 50. Up to Tyson White. Can't take the grab. Turnbull. Couldn't take the footy with him. Paulson does. Zust. Good handball back to Turnbull. Nice little chip goes to Embuscado. And they're out again, Waratah. Out to Irwin, who's run really well off half-back in this quarter. In fact, in the match, Jorgensen couldn't handle. Bake has the footy. Wrapped up, needs just to hold it in here. Allow his team to reset in the middle of the ground. Roberts goes up there. Kaylee Roberts against Jorgensen. Wins the ball down. They flick it out. Lockie Nash taken into tackle by Cody Leggett. Gets it out with a quick kick. Umpire blew the whistle on that one quite quickly, I thought.
Yeah, didn't give him time to get that out. He was loose. He could definitely kick it away, and that's exactly what he did. But it probably would have went out for a boundary throw in anyway, so we'll ball it up back in the middle of the ground.
Jorgensen up against Roberts. Kirby lays a tackle. Ball spilled. Zust, good hands to Kirby. Starting to have some influence. Stevens, nice hands to Kenner. Has a drilling kick on goal and misses to the left.
Yeah, I reckon there'll be a few conversations about that this afternoon or tomorrow, because he had about 2 guys loose right in the middle of his ground. Then you can understand why he wouldn't have a dig, but certainly should have taken the opportunity to chip that one across.
Hamish McRae with the footy. Goes out wide. Little chip up to Matthew Motlop. Gee, I like the way he's working into the game here this evening. Goes back inboard to McRae. On the burst now, kicking long, comes off the side of the boot, and there it is. Just these little errors from Wanderers. Leggett got it to his teammate in Poole, did really nicely on centre wing. Kick up to the middle of the ground. Paulson, hard at it, gets the handball away to Carlin, to Stevens. Creates a bit of time and space. Kick too much heat on it for Magro. Brenton Motlop now. Runs away from Kirby on the right boot. That's a good kick. Finds Poole. Poor kick in the end with 2 targets to hit. Lockie Nash picks that one up. Finds a Lucas Gray. Inside attacking 50.
Yeah, that pass up to Magro there in their premiership year, they hit him on the chest every single time he came running out for those. And today they've had 3 or 4 opportunities to hit him, and I think they've hit him once.
So Lucas Gray, the game breaker of last week, kicked 4 goals in their 9-point win against the Palmerston Magpies, has an opportunity now. Long kick on goals, curling it around and misses to the near side. So another point on the board here for Waratah. 4-7-31, plays 1-5-11. 20 points now is the margin. Kick in was good, falls to Gray. Quick kick from him. Not taken by Willis. Goes to Phillips. Poole. And legged is the call. And the free kick to go back here to Tyler Phillips. Kicks out towards the boundary. Wanderers just needing to steady here. They have been in this game from a possession perspective, but just ball handling has really failed them. It's going to go right across the attacking 50 here. And the mark taken by Holmberg just brings even more pressure. Kicks in, finds his teammate in McRae, didn't let him down. Worthley in space, doesn't go to him. Kicks to the grandstand wing. It's all Waratah there. Kenner couldn't take the grab. Phillips charges through. Clee was good, just couldn't pick up the footy. Pressure comes from Zust close to the boundary line, and Clee sees it over for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, not much talking there from the Tars. 4 of them went for the ball, and nobody from Wanderers went up at all. And of course, then it dropped over the back, and Wanderers got away with it, but rushed it over the boundary line. But just no talking there from the Waratah players.
Boundary throw-in right here on centre wing. Jorgensen from the back slaps it down. Ball taken by Shanks. Quick kick into space. On the charge is Bailey George for Waratah. He's there first. Paulson taps it to George's advantage. Turns inboard. Up towards Kirby. Punched away from him. Keranua tried to take it and couldn't. Kirby lays the tackle. The umpire says, I will have it. At centre half forward for the Red and Whites as we tick down. 17 minutes gone in this second quarter. 20 points to lead to Waratah.
Yeah, 2 goals to none this quarter, and it's actually 19 inside 50s. 14 inside 50s to 2.
Ball comes to Mitchell, and cut off immediately there by Bailey George. Comes inside to Collis. Little chip from Collis goes to Carlin, has time to fumble. On the run is Collis. Right boot kick is very nice. And slung to the ground there, Max Irwin. Gee, fortunate not to give away 50 there. Ball thumped away as it's kicked up into the Tars forward line. Handball. Opportunity here now for Wanderers. Hamish McRae with the footy. Finds a teammate in Phillips. Need to work hard here, the Eagles. It's got no real options going forward. Now he finds a teammate here in Tyson White, their goal kicker from the first quarter. The only goal kicker for the Eagles so far. Long kick now, up inside 50. That's a beautiful kick up towards Morgan. Well done there by Turnbull. Embuscado charges at it, so too Leggett. Dodges and weaves, handball is good, goes to White, fires on goal and kicks his and his team's second. Well played, Wanderers.
Yeah, Leggett kept him in that one. He's had a pretty good game tonight for the opportunities he's had, but amazingly that you think that Waratah, the amount of possessions they've had, has hit 15 inside 50s now to 3, but they just can't seem to put it on the board and put Wanderers away.
Yeah, the dancing feet of Cody Leggett there did brilliantly, didn't he? And he sized it up in a second flat. I think, do I have a shot on my left foot or do I handball it? And running into the clear was Tyson White.
I think if you'd have said to the Wanderers team at half-time they'll go in 14 points down and their possessions would be the way they are, they would have taken that and said, we're right in this one. And I said, I'm really concerned with that storm that's going to come across in the final quarter. Not that I'm an educated weatherman, but the app says it's going to happen, so I'll believe him. Never said I believe a weather person. Keep going.
Ball tapped down. Kaylee Roberts gets that to his captain, and Matthew Motlop charges away. Long kick inside 50. Ball brought to the ground, but Turnbull just too good. In fact, Collis it is. Paulson gets the footy away again. Up towards Lockie Nash. Provided the contest. Wanderers 3 onto 2 here. Ball taken there by Billy Shanks. Got it to Leggett. Handball missed the target on this occasion and goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. 60 around from the Wanderers' goal. So 31 plays 17 into time on here. Is there an opportunity that they could kick another goal before half-time?
Yeah, 4-point difference at quarter time. It's now 14 points with about a couple of minutes to go and until half-time.
Kirby and Phillips in the ruck contest. Phillips goes back and grabs it. Handballs off to Billy Shanks. Didn't handle cleanly again. Lockie Nash takes the footy. Goes to Stevens. Long kick. Gets it out of the danger zone. Comes off hands. Eagles charging through. Good play. Magro tried to take it. Brought down in the tackle. Shanks the handball towards the boundary. Kiranua has it. And taps it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. They'll take that at this stage. Wanderers are on the charge. Hillis lining up against Cody Leggett at this boundary throw-in. Kirby up against Phillips. Kirby wins that one down. Motlop got it away to Tane. Bake taken in a ball and all tackle there by Stevens was brilliant. Now reset. Phillips and Kirby, one down this time by Kirby. Hillis, nice hands to Stevens, dances his way through the pack beautifully. Handball to Kirby. Had it, lost it. Got players in the clear. Magro loses the footy in the tackle. No call from the umpire. Shanks goes to Clee. Kick into space. Player there is McRae. Little chip up towards Leggett. It's been their best player by a mile. Mind you, his captain in Matthew Motlop's working his way nicely into this game. Leggett down the line. The flyer is Tyson White, knocked away from him. Goes back in again, tackled. Ball caught underneath him. Hasn't made a lot of opportunity to get rid of it. The umpire's going to ball it up. 22 minutes down here in the second quarter. Kirby in best position. Goes to Leggett. Kicks long inside 50. Tyson White on the charge. Can he get the footy? Can he get a little bit of space? Has the shot. Just as the siren sounded, tapped away, no score.
Absolutely took the decision from the umpire's hands there, knocking off the line. So well done. You're watching AFLNT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV. We'll be back shortly with the second half.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Whoops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach?
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot in this clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team.
Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back, up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back.
Top End Footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top End Footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL-NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 15 clash from Gardens Oval. I love the siren here. This evening, the Foundation Cup, Waratah and Wanderers. I'm Nick Danks, my commentary partner, Dom McCormack. And Dom, really, Wanderers have stayed right in this. 14 points and inside 50s, 12-27 in favouring Waratah. But amazingly, only 14 points in it.
Oh, only 14 points in it, Nick. You are absolutely right. They are in this game. If they can handle the ball a little better than what they have in the first half and then put the score on the board, anything could happen in this second half.
Absolutely. Other games this round, St Mary's defeated Pint on Friday night by 39 points. At Tracy Village, Toowoomba Bombers defeated Darwin Buffaloes today by 28. And on now at Gazelles, halfway through, nearly game over actually, Nycliffe Tigers leading Palmerston by 52 points. And of course, don't forget, next weekend, Rep Footy. We'll have a look at that during the breaks here as well. But we're not that far away. We're back underway with the second half.
Mitchell Jorgensen lining up against Tyler Phillips here to start the third quarter. Tyler Phillips with the first tap out from the middle. Waratah, however, with the takeaway. Joel Hillis cruising through. Has a bounce as well, if you don't mind. Up to Kirby. Couldn't take the grab. Gray onto it. Quick kick. Now Wanderers trying to handball out of trouble. Worthley. Big kick out of the danger zone. Matthew Motlop can't take the grab. Stevens under pressure. Shanks with a little handball, taken to ground. Too strongly was Watkins. Did very nicely. Put the ball into a beautiful spot for Cody Zust to take a grab. Right at centre half forward. Players on the move. Low drilling ball. No mark there to Kenner. And the Eagles now flipping the ball through defence. Poole stepping around Kirby. Has to be good, and he is. Little grab there from Worthley. Chip is dangerous. Matthew Motlop under pressure. Toes it forward. That was intelligent, but misses a target and out of bounds. So again, just that little bit of indecision, Nick, and scrappy ball handling.
Yeah, big off-season for these guys. I think for Wanderers, they need to just get that ball movement going. This is what happened last week as well. It's St Mary's. Certainly when it started to rain, they even looked worse. So they've got some talent out there in Leggett and whatnot. They're just missing those odd ones now and then.
Through the pack, ball coming to Leggett. Nice handball. Finds Frank. Up there to Willis. Willis with a little bit of time. Kicks up centre wing. Tyson White providing the target. Shanks bursting onto the footy. Slips over. Did well to go back in and get it. Handballed, unfortunately, to Roberts. Great play there from the Eagles through, I should say for Waratah, through Barty. Ball caught up in a scrimmage, and out he comes again, Barty. Just bombs away through centre half forward. Kirby will be the man. Ball evades him and Motlop. Cody Zust in support. Motlop did brilliantly. Wanderers get themselves out of a dangerous position again. Berry. Again, another drop mark. Clee. Handballs back there to Berry. Has to go on his left boot. The mark taken out there and taken nicely. Need to use the footy well here. Holmberg, a little bit of time. Long kick down the line. Roberts, he's been superb all evening here for Waratah. Takes another good grab. Hillis, another good performer. Keeps the ball moving, goes to Emboscado. Long kick into space. Zust, does he keep it in? He does. And now it's out. Boundary throw in about 20 metres around in the right forward pocket for Waratah.
As I said earlier, my problem for Wanderers tonight is they only kicked 2 goals last week and 5 the week before. They've got 2-5 in the moment. And they just don't look like when they go forward that someone's going to take a grab and cause some drama up there.
They have thrown Phillips, their ruckman, forward on a number of occasions. He's always provided a good target. Maybe we'll see that, but if they want to stay in this game, that might be the move they need to pull sooner rather than later, Nick.
Yeah, they need to take some dominance. They're not getting inside their 50s enough to put some pressure on the Tars, and of course they break away and have a shot like that up under the post.
Karanua with the quick breakaway there and hitting the post, as you say. 4-7-31, plays 2-5-17. Another point on the board, 4-8-32. And as we've seen all night, Cody Leggett to bring the footy back into play. Kick-in's a beauty, finds the chest of McRae. His kick's a good one as well. Able to handball forward here, so an opportunity opens up for the Eagles. Tyson White, again, an ordinary kick inside 50. Scrappy play. Ball spills. Arthur, did he get his kick away? Got it to Morgan. Morgan kicks. And he salutes the crowd, puts it through. So Wanderers, they kick the first goal of the third quarter. 3-5-23 plays 4-8-32, 4.5 down on the clock.
Yeah, he's happy with that snap, but he wanted to be. There was a guy standing all in himself in the goal square, but managed to put that one in. And, well, they're still right in this game. I'm completely amazed when you look at it with 32 inside 50s to 14. And yet they're still only, what?
9 points now.
9 points.
Yeah, incredible. 9-point ball game.
And it's not been a wet, horrible night.
No.
The ground's in perfect condition apart from that little bit in the centre of the ground, but they've not stayed in there very often. They've been out in the wings and in the 50s a fair bit. Just can't make the most when they go in.
Phillips with the ruck contest win. Again, Hillis takes it away. Goes to Carlin. Good handball to Emboscado on the burst off half back. Long kick. Zust hits his chest. Can't take the grab. Handball inboard comes to Walters. Goes to Poole, who's just been improving as this game's gone on. Turnover, however, to Carlin. He's just his usual steady best.
I need to get another job. I predicted the weather at 7:47 and at 7:49 it's turned up, so that's close enough.
That's just not good enough, Nick Danks. 2 minutes. What are you doing? Beautiful play here from Waratah, and again, players in space, Nick, inside 50, and playing on it is Cody Zust. Snaps away at goal, and he kicks his second.
He looked a lot more confident then running around taking the snap than he does when he lines up. He did one before and he just stood there and you could just see he was overthinking, and at that time he decided in the wet, I'll just run around and pop that one through, and a bit of a settler for Waratah.
Of course, his last one wasn't even a set shot. It was just socketed out of the contest.
And they need this one tonight, Tars. I mean, coming home, I know Tiwi have got one really tough game coming home in the last one of the season, but they've pinched some amazing ones this season, the Bombers. So Tars need this one with their run home as well.
So a little bit of breathing space. 13 shots to 8 in favour of Waratah, and they take that lead out again to 15 points. So 5-8 plays 3-5.
Yeah, because they've got the Tigers and St Mary's in the next 2 weeks, so they're not easy ones to win, and then Buffs to finish the season.
Free kick in the middle here, and player down in Phillips. She's been good, and that ball not passed back to him on the full, nor is this one, not even close. No 50-metre penalty from the central umpire.
Grabbed his hand then, so maybe it's just a finger that... I'll keep an eye on him as he kicks that ball away. No, he's fine.
So Tyler Phillips up inside 50. Ball hacked away by Turnbull. Mark taken by McRae. And teammates saying, have a shot. Inside the square, 55 from goal. Kicks long. And the mark taken down there by Robbie Barty. Puts his big frame in the way. Chips to the advantage of Carlin. Wasn't a great kick. Carlin taken down, ball and all tackle, got the handball away. No. Well, I thought he did, but the umpires pinged him nonetheless.
Yeah, I think the umpire blew the whistle before he got the handball away, so it was a quick signal as soon as the tackle came in.
So Billy Shanks is the man with the free kick. He has handballed it off to Cody Leggett, but no opportunity there. So a little bit of chaos here. Waiting for the ball to come back to Billy Shanks. And Karanua making sure that he stays right on Cody Leggett. So Billy Shanks, the man on the mark. Carlin goes with the left boot. Not going to have the distance. Waratah are aware of that. Phillips, there he is.
He called for it.
I called for him to go forward. I think he's still playing in the ruck, but he's planted himself in the goal square and against some pretty decent opposition with Arnold Kirby down there. Takes the grab. Is a goal-kicking ruckman, this man, and has an opportunity to get Cody Zust's last 6-pointer back again. $15 points is the margin. Tyler Phillips lines up, right boot. Puts that straight through the middle. Wanderers, they stay in this game. 4 goals, 5-29, plays 5-8-38, 9 minutes down in this third quarter. And Nick, this is turning out to be an eventful third quarter.
Absolutely, a bit of a shock result as well. Wanderers only won 2 games this season. They beat Palmerston by 9 points and the Buffs by 22 points. So to be in this one the way they've gone and absolutely get destroyed inside 50s, got to be very happy for them.
Well, they've been efficient, haven't they, if nothing else, when they've gone inside 50. But it just shows if they can handle the ball a little bit cleaner, give themselves more opportunities inside 50, well, anything can happen in this game. Phillips, first touch, Kirby takes the footy. Handball's off to Zust, good kick. Attacking ball inside 50, Jorgensen. Handballs to Tim Keranoa. Dances around, handballs out wide, goes to Stevens as the rain starts to fall. His shot at goal going across the face and out of bounds in the left forward pocket. So rain definitely falling here now at Gardens Oval. Just a little bit heavier than what it was before.
Had a couple of wet games this season. The one at Tiwi where there was a swimming pool along the side of a river running along the side of the ground. And of course last week, a big shout out to the ground staff at TIO Stadium yesterday getting that ground back to the way it was, because it took me longer to get my swimming pool back.
Tyler Phillips out of the ruck contest, fires off to Holmberg. Through they go. Wanderers playing with some confidence here. The Torp up towards attacking 50 into space. Tyson White picking up, flicking up, goes to Billy Shanks. Shot on goal with the left foot is through the middle. That's a great goal to the Eagles.
And we've got a game on here.
Billy Shanks kicks his first. He's a good player, is Billy Shanks, and he deserves that. Worked very hard. How was Tyson White's pick up and handball, though? That was clean, and that made the difference.
Absolutely, and of course the celebration here, of course, Foundation Cup, and one of the things they said at the start of the game was where the celebrations will be for both sides after the match, and both sides will be looking forward to the end of this one. There's only 3 points in it now, and about halfway through the third quarter. Rain's still coming down, but not as heavy as it was a few minutes ago. But there's a decent storm around. I've had a look at the weather map and could be here for most of the rest of the game. Came in a little bit earlier than we thought it did, but the ground's in great condition.
Kirby with a little tap initially. Matthew Motlop getting it forward. Toe poke now. The Eagles playing with some confidence. Bake high up and under. Underneath it was Kaylee Roberts. Well done there by Wilkes. Over the footy, Dylan Collis. Oh, a tackle laid on him, brought to ground. Roberts fumbled. Gets it to Zuz, taken without the footy. And the free kick will come back to the Waratah defender. Midfielder, I should say. Oh, this game just starting to heat up here.
Yeah, crowd's coming into it now.
A little bit of rain, conditions slippery. Good kick down the line from Zust. Oh, that's a great mark from Lucas Gray. Low down. No one else went for it. Long kick down the line. Lockie Nash. Ball comes to the back. Purantatameri. Can he pick it up? No, he can't. Motlop just shoves him off the footy. Lockie Nash in hard. Handball on the up to Timmy Keranoa. He's buried in a tackle. Purantatameri in again. Taken off the footy. And incorrect disposal is the call, so the free kick goes back here to the Eagles. Almost 13 minutes gone, 3-point ball game. 5-8 plays 5-5. Waratah in the lead. Sam Berry, handball's on. Goes there to the run of Willis. He continues on looking for the handball again, but steady play here. Long kick down the line. Roberts goes through his hands, picked up now by Irwin. Wanderers putting on good pressure here. Ball comes to Zust. Mark can't be taken there by Kenner. The ball's going right back from where it came. Close to the boundary is Shanks. Has he kept it in? No, he hasn't. Out of bounds eventually. It's a good result for the Eagles. Boundary throw in, 45 around.
Pushed it forward this time. They've got 8 inside 50s apiece at the moment for this quarter. It's pretty much what it's been like on the scoreboard as well.
Brenton Motlop's just come from the ground to the applause of the Wanderers faithful. He's had a good third quarter. Punched away there by Kirby. Leggett picks up. Handballs in to Eastick. Long kick. Inside attacking 50. Tyson White the target. Ball comes to ground. Taking it there is Phillips. Little handball. Quick kick on goal. How's the umpire going to see this? The minor score.
2-point ball game. 5-8-38 to 5-6-36.
All of a sudden, the Eagles coming in a rush. 3 goals, 1 for this quarter.
There is a breeze going to that end of the ground, but it's not a massive one.
Tends to be the scoring end as we see the long kick coming here from Waratah. Over the footy now is Wilkes. And holding is the call. And we'll go to the Eagles. So Isaac Eastick, in fact, it's George Wilkes to take the free. Has to go back over his mark.
His mark's a long way away from where he was, though.
I totally agree with that. So Wilkes now. Kicks long. The flyer is there. Phillips, gee, got good purchase on it. Couldn't take the grab. Kirby with the hand to Zust. Up and under. Wilkes goes by hand. Just needed to get it in deep.
Yeah, when the ball gets wet, the idea is go forward at all costs. And
Turnbull wrapped up in a tackle. Well done, the Eagles. They kept the pressure on, but yeah, Nick, I really do think they should have just pumped that one forward.
Yeah, especially 2 points in this game. And we saw one last night where it went through the legs of the defender, and anything can happen.
One down by Kirby. Little flick. Target was Shanks. Zeus couldn't handle. Went back in and got it again. Good play. Waratah get it out. Lucas Gray, Johnny on the spot, takes a good mark. On with that dangerous left boot, out towards Magro. Can't take it. No free. Paid. Gee, Holmberg. Ooh. And he will take the free. Holmberg, a high tackle. Frustration coming from Magro.
Yeah, he's saying, well, what happened to the first one, ref?
Kicks it out wide, goes to Leggett. Just tunnels it forward. Goes there to Worthley. That's a poor kick from Worthley. Misses his target in Willis and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. 16.5 gone here. 2 points the ball game. Wanderers, we had been saying for quite some time they were in this game. Well, they're genuinely in the game now.
Absolutely. Tarza just need to settle down. There's a lot more class out there in their side. Those players just haven't come in this quarter. And Magro then just lost his cool a little bit. And just this is a side that's going to finish 5th and get into finals footy and just don't look like it at the moment.
Kaylee Roberts taking the big man and Arnold Kirby to the ground. They'll do it all over again with the ruck contest. Kirby, good position. Ball beautifully sharked there. Kick forward. Kenner just couldn't quite pick it up. Now he can. Handball to Gray. Runs into goal. He knew it was a goal from the moment he kicked the footy, Lucas Gray. What a goal kicker he is. Pumps that one through the middle and gives them a little bit of breathing space. 6-8-44 plays 5-6-36. Almost 18 gone in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's the standard we want from a side like Tars, that he just took his time. That was the 10th time they've gone inside 50 this quarter, and that was the first time they looked like scoring a goal. Don't forget, though, the AFL NT has a return of representative football for the first time ever. You'll experience an all-star Saturday, a full day celebrating some of the territory's best football. 4 games, looking forward to all of them. 11:45 the under-18 girls, 1:45 the under-18 boys, and then at 4 o'clock the women's all-stars, and at 6 o'clock the men's all-stars. Representative football at TIO Stadium on Saturday the 4th. We'll be there next Saturday.
Roberts beaten forward there by Jorgensen. Gets the handball, however, has that to McRae. Goes out wide looking for Bake. In chase is Paulson. Bake trying to pick that up and just shuffles it towards the boundary line and not pinged for deliberate. 8-point ball game. Scoring shots. 14 to Waratah, 11 to Wanderers. Jorgensen, the man in front, beaten forward by Roberts. In comes Kirby. Flicks it out to Jorgensen. It was a good handball. Up towards Kenner. Couldn't take the grab. Keranoa can't pick it up close to the boundary. Lucas Gray keeps it in. Kiranua stayed close. Now they knock it out of bounds. Danger there lurking with Timmy Kiranua on the job.
He was trying to kick that one over his head across there. It would have been the goal of the decade if he'd have done it, but from just inside the point post.
There's a free kick being paid here, and it's going to go to Timmy Kiranua.
He must have got knocked to the head when he went to do that kick, because the ball went pretty much straight up in the air, and the umpire's given him the free kick.
So no real angle to speak of at all here for Timmy Kiranua. Goes with the banana kick on the right boot, and he has put that straight through the middle. What a goal from Tim Kiranua.
I did say it was going to be the goal of the decade, and he's put that one through, and he was just so nonchalant about it. And that's probably the difference with Waratah and Wanderers. They've just got that little bit of class in their side, that when they've had those opportunities, they've taken the most of them. Yeah, they've kicked a few points tonight, but just had those last two opportunities there when Wanderers got within 3 points, and they've just pushed it back out to a 14-point margin, which was the same it was at half-time.
Gee, Tim Kiranua, nonchalant is the right word, Nick. He was just very calm. If I'd kicked that, you'd know about it in Melbourne.
Yeah, I think he's kicked that probably 400 times at training.
Probably has.
It's probably exactly the same spot.
That was sensational. Great skill. And that really does give them some breathing space now. Out to 14 points, 7-8 to 5-6 into time on here in the third quarter. Phillips beaten forward by Jorgensen, down to Leggett, lost it. Back to Jorgensen. Such a good mobile ruckman. Ball punched away there from Magro. Contested ground level is good here. Carlin gets it away to Magro, spills it to Paulson. He's thumped down in a tackle. Comes out to Bake. Shanks had it, lost it, went back and got it again. Brenton Motlop has it. Can he get the handball out? He can. Goes out wide, looking there for Willis. Just runs it over the boundary line, and the umpire says, just toss that back in. Thank you.
Yeah, there was a guy out there on the boundary he was looking at it. We definitely only had one thought in mind, was to get it over the line, but luckily he had somebody else out there the umpire saw.
Waratah led by 4 points at quarter time, 14 at half time, and it is now back to that 14-point lead. Jorgensen with the first little touch. Out to Matthew Motlop. Can he collect? No, he can't. Good contest there. Another boundary throw in. So for all Wanderers' effort, they haven't managed to advance in this third quarter.
No, it's just the opportunities that the Tars have taken, those 2 goals they got, and certainly a big difference for them.
Jorgensen up against Phillips. Phillips with a little tap. Comes to Roberts. Tries to charge his way through. Stevens had it. Grabbed it again. Carlin, that's a nice handball. Finds Hutchins. Long kick out wide. And on the bounce. Out for a boundary throw-in. See Cody Leggett in picture there, just giving instructions to his team. Urging them on. The last thing they want to do is concede another one.
Yeah, you don't want to go down when they're playing the way they are. Going in at 20 points is not where they'd want to be. In the sense they've only scored 5 goals last week, two the week before, so wouldn't want to let another one through.
Wanderers defence goes to work here. Leggett just couldn't get his handball away cleanly. Comes back now to Stevens. Handball to Jorgensen. The shot on goal comes from that passage of play, and there it is. What a great goal that is. Off the boot there of Joel Stevens. We said they don't want to concede another goal. They've done exactly that. 20 points now the margin. 8-8 plays 5-6. 23 minutes gone in the third quarter.
Yeah, amazing. 5 minutes ago it was back to a couple of points, and they probably had an opportunity to take the lead, apart from the one that went across the face. And here we are with probably 2 minutes to go this quarter, and it's now to 20 points in a game where they've only scored 36 for the match.
Wow, 2 snap goals. One from Kiranua, 10 metres out, and that one there from Joel Stevens. That's a beautiful kick. Classy player is Joel Stevens, and probably haven't seen him at his absolute best here this evening, but that was a great goal, and he's been very consistent, just like his captain in Carlin. Handball comes out here for the Eagles, out to Arthur. And then they lose the footy to Barty. Out towards that man again in Stevens. But the boundary line will win. Another boundary throw in just forward of centre, favouring Waratah. just those red time goals. They're such a killer. And Waratah have now kicked 2 of them. Put themselves 20 points clear. 1 down by Kirby. Hillis had it, lost it, taken down in the tackle without the footy. And he will receive the free kick. Been a good performer tonight, Nick.
Yeah, he has been. It's just all starting to go the Tars' way now. It's in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Kick on the bounce, comes up to Holmberg. In fact, Watkins, I should say. Punched away there. Brought down in the tackle was Walters. And incorrect disposal is the call. So Timmy Kiranua hasn't had a big game. Well, he's kicked one of the goals of the night and now has an opportunity to put his second on the board.
Yeah, this one's a lot harder than the other one because it's directly in front. But he liked the kick around the corner before. He's going to take this around the corner as well, though.
He kicks quickly and he misses, Nick.
Said, that one's harder than the ones around the corner because a bit of pressure was on him.
Well, he played on very quickly there and kicked it behind.
21-point margin.
Yeah, it's telling, isn't it? And there's a number of scoring shots that have come just in the last 5 minutes. And Wanderers just cannot get the ball forward. Siren sounds to end the 3rd quarter.
There it is, 3-quarter time. You're watching AFLNT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL season live on NT News and Community TV. We're back shortly with the final quarter. 21-point margin.
We're for being in it together. Like Danny's team. She'll be captain next year.
For real?
For real! Or like this couple, celebrating their anniversary.
29 years today.
30?
Oops, awkward. Well, congrats either way. And Sarah. She loves walking at East Point every Saturday with her besties.
Keep up.
I'm trying, Sarah. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Kazali's Palmerston, where you're always welcome. Our cafe is the perfect place to unwind while the kids let loose in our fully supervised kids club. From our weekly lunch deals to nightly dinner specials, great steak, schnitzels, all your favourite pub classics and modern Asian cuisine. A great selection of drinks, tasty meals, a bit of friendly competition and the best sport. Kazali's has got you sorted. Check out what's happening at kazalisnt.com.au.
Are you ready to beat the coach? Play now at supercoach.com.au.
You know Territorians are a hardy bunch. Hats off to you. Whether you're new or you've been here forever, we know what the weather can throw at us. That's why TIO Home Insurance covers your home for cyclone, storm surge and flood. It's good to know. And with the only contact centre, claims team and assessors based in the Territory, we're here when you need us most. TIO, we're for Territorians.
Bring it up, up. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, up, up.
Top end footy is back. It's fast, tough and a pure display of Territory passion. From the heat of the day to the electricity of the night games, every clash is fierce. Each moment better than the last.
Goal! They're into front!
This is our game, our way. Top end footy. Nothing comes close.
Welcome back to AFL-NT's coverage of the 25-26 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League Round 15 clash. We're here at Gardens Oval this evening for the Foundation Cup, Waratah and Wanderers. I'm Nick Danks, my commentary partner this evening, Dom McCormack. And Dom, a bit of excitement there for about 4 or 5 minutes as Tars got within a couple of points, but then bang, 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 everything was back to normal and a 21-point lead to Waratah.
Yeah, Waratah just been too good, haven't they? I'm sure that Wanderers will keep going in this last quarter. That's been their way through this season. Their endeavour's been terrific, just have not been clean or skillful enough. But let's see what happens. Yeah,
Tars were kept in their huddle a lot longer than the Wanderers were just then, and I bet you was having a couple of words and saying, let's finish this one off. I mean, as I said, they need to win this game here just to keep Tiwi at bay. Of course, they won today by 28 points, and the Tigers have pretty much defeated Palmerston, currently leading by 71 points with a couple of minutes to go.
Yeah, they would not want to let this one slip, and I'm sure Rick Nolan would have been reminding them of the way that he wants them to play.
Yeah, Rick's known to stamp some authority on this side and get it going, and you'll be interested to see the first couple of minutes here.
Underway here for the last quarter. Jorgensen with the first little touch. Through they go in the midfield. Kick out came from Stevens. He went back and almost marked it again himself. Gray, strong. Handball comes out to Jorgensen. Long bomb inside 50. Spillage, Kerenua. That was a brilliant pickup. Snap on goal. Bouncing through for a behind. Gee, the pickup was impressive.
Absolutely. He's been one of the better ones in the second half for the Tars. He kicked that miraculous goal and then just missed one where he rushed it a little bit, but that one there, you've got to give him the opportunity to have a snap.
Nice kick out from Matthew Motlop. Finds Cody Leggett, who's such a performer for them. Just goes inboard and finds his teammate in Sam Berry. Another short kick. Isaac Poole. Kicks long and again off target. This has been their issue all night. Just been untidy. Brenton Motlop, long kick. Target, mark. Good mark it is too. Taken there by Frank. Plays on. Another nice little chip. Walters, he kicks out wide, almost the mark taken out there by McRae. Under pressure, the high up and under. The pressure came from Hillis, who's been a terrific performer. Now McRae, if he can find the handle of the footy. Goes out there to Frank. Now to Leggett, high up and under. Roberts brings it to ground. Clee in the contest. Hard in the contest was Clee. Knocked to the advantage of White. Snap with the right boot. Looking for Arthur. Has he taken the mark? He has. Well, Charlie Arthur. How did he take that mark? His Waratah opponent was standing in front of him. Somehow he managed to take the mark on his chest.
Yeah, the Tars players sort of, I don't think he was pushed. He just dived down the road. He was trying to probably just shepherd that one through, and he just stood his ground and hit him right on the chest. Difficult angle though, although Kerenua showed you can do it from here.
Charlie Arthur, this would be a cracking start for the Eagles if he can kick it. Goes with the left boot, the dab kick. He's put it through the middle as Charlie Arthur. Great start for the Eagles. So first goal of the last quarter goes to Wanderers. Waratah, however, still in the lead. 8-10-58 plays 6-6-42, 16-point ball game.
Yeah, 16-point ball game here, and Wanderers get the next one, and we're back into a bit of excitement. The rain's gone, so it's blown over, and hopefully we'll finish the game off now in these sort of conditions. Just cooled it down a little bit, but it's still very high in the high 20s here at the moment.
Charlie Arthur and Robbie Barty sharing a smile back there. Robbie Barty, I expect saying to him, I certainly touched that, mate.
Yeah, I just can't see how he didn't touch it, to be honest, where he was.
I know. From the middle of the ground now. Leggett had it, worried out of it. Billy Shanks hanging on to Stevens for dear life there, and the umpire will take it and ball it up again in the middle of the ground. So the Eagles, they've done well here to kick the first goal. So their endeavour, as I said earlier, has been terrific throughout the season. They're not going to stop trying here.
No, they've done really well. Man-on-man marking all night. They've not really, there's been a couple of occasions the Tars have got loose, but they've been right on them.
So there's Phillips, ball out of the middle. Tars, the sling tackle is a free kick to the Eagles. Morgan Brought his opponent to the ground there in Turnbull. And incorrect disposals, of course. So Morgan now. Set shot at goal. This one at distance, just to the right of centre.
He's taken a fast bowler's run up from here. He's got a long way back.
Kicked a goal in the third quarter, did Tom Morgan. Prances his way to 50. Kicks long. And the mark taken on the line by Mitchell Jorgensen. That's not something that the Eagles should have allowed to have happen. Jorgensen now jogs away. No one on the mark. There's the next thing that they shouldn't have allowed happen. Low ball. Timmy Karanua gets hands to it. And dropping the ball in the tackle is Harry Willis. It was the perfect tackle.
Yeah, the crowd let the umpire knew that one.
Now the little chip forward. Slippery conditions having an impact here. Stevens stepping through the contest. Zeus now. Long ball down inside 50. Worthley does nicely. Motlop clears it out to Shanks. Has it, spilled it. Good kick. Walters lost it. Stevens now will kick, and he does, and that will most likely go out of bounds on the full. Yes, it does. So Worthley to bring the ball back into play. 5 minutes gone. Goes across goal. Finds Brenton Motlop waiting for him. Little chip from him goes to Clee. Trying to work it through to half back. Worthley had it, lost it. Lucas Gray takes it. Almost a mark to Kirby. Brings it to ground. Zust has it. Goes backwards by hand to Magro. He will have a shot at goal. And he misses to the near side.
Had a couple of opportunities tonight, Magro, and he's just a bit rusty, obviously, but probably would expect 2 or 3 off him tonight, the way the ball's been fed to him. But it's been a tight contest, though.
Haven't been able to get it quite right, have they?
Yeah, no, not at all.
So 8-11 plays 6-6. That margin now, 17 points. So Wanderers here needing to go against the grain and kick at least 3 more goals than Waratah in this quarter. They've only kicked 5 for the night. In fact, 6, I should say, having kicked 1 in this quarter. Comes off hands. Waratah now back inside, attacking 50, and that is an absolute bullet onto the chest of Tim Karanua. Wow, what a kick that was.
Yeah, he was missing in the first half, but he certainly put his name into the best on grounds in the second half. He's had a couple of opportunities, and if he puts this one through, he's got his name right on the list.
Yeah, Harvey Roberts drilling that ball onto the chest of Tim Karanua. Here he goes with his second deliberate kick at goal from distance, and he puts it through the middle. Tim Karanua kicks his second for the game, his first in this last quarter. 2 goals, 1 from his efforts tonight. Classy player.
Of course, next week we've got the week off for rep footy, so round 16 will start on the Friday following at the Nightclip Community Bank Oval with the Tigers and the Tars at 7 o'clock. Then 3 games on Saturday, 4 o'clock at TIO Darwin Bus taking on St Mary's. Then 6 o'clock at Norbuilt, Southern Districts and Wanderers, and at 6:30 at TIO, the Tiwi Bombers and the Palmerston Magpies. Don't forget, next week is a rep footy. Round 16 will start the week after.
Gee, Nick, what an important game that is, Nightcliffe taking on Waratah.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for just to keep the Tigers in touch as well, because the top 4, look, you know, I'm a bit worried about Pint actually, because they just they've got a tough run home as well.
Wanderers trying to take this footy out of the middle of the ground, leg it, good by hand to Holmberg, kicking out wide, and the hit to the head came, and Turnbull goes in to apologise to Clee, who will take the footy after receiving the free kick. Plays on now. Phillips the target, and he just moved himself away from the footy. Waratah through Emboscado initially. Calm through Zust, out wide to the run of Collis, who was paid the mark before he took it. Pressure comes here from Frank. He's done really well as Frank over the footy will take the free kick. He had the numbers coming towards him. Puts the ball to the favour of McRae, and that's a good kick there to Tyson White. He's kicked 2 goals in this game, 1 in the first and 1 in the second. And this is not usually the scoring end, but I suspect he may well have the distance here, so a question of accuracy. Can he keep them in this ball game at the 9-minute mark of the last quarter?
Yeah, big kick here, straight down the middle. This one, there's probably no favouring the breeze. The trees are hardly moving on the other side.
20 scoring shots to 12. That's in Waratah's favour. Here comes the 13th for Tyson White. Kick on its way, and it veers off to the right-hand side for a minor score. So 20 scoring shots to 13, 6-7, 43 plays, 9-11, 65. 22 points is the margin. Oh, that's a good mark. Turnbull takes the grab. Very reliable player. Another nice kick to Jorgensen. On the run, Zust. Beautiful kick, finds Hillis inside 50. That was beautifully worked by the red and whites then. All the way from defence.
Yeah, their class has started to show. Just moments in that third quarter and this early part of the fourth quarter here, they're just putting the buffer where they needed to. And this will certainly help lock this one away.
So Joel Hillis just hits the post a third of the way up. Deserved a goal, that piece of play. That was brilliant. So another point on the board here. Wanderers needing a goal desperately. Leggett plays on. How far has he run? Oh, had a bounce. Luckily. Kicks out wide. Phillips did really well. Ball comes to Collis. To Kirby. Kirby 3-on-1. The 1 wins. Kick up to Purantatameri. Stolen by Gray. Came off the chest of the big man and he kicks that through for a behind.
Yeah, the rush of blood to the head there. Really, again, had a couple of players loose in that area and decided to have a crack at it. But when you're 23 points up with about 10 minutes to go, you may as well, I suppose.
Worsley brings the ball back into play. Kicks long up towards Tane Bake. Takes the footy. Is held in. Loses the footy. Handball comes back. Untidy kick inside 50 for Waratah. The mark taken. No, it's not. Play on, says the umpire. Stacks on and there'll be a ball up. In fact, there's going to be a free kick here for a push in the back. And that will go to Reece Holmberg. Been an honest performer for his team. That was not the kick that they were looking for. Target was Leggett. Goes back in and lays the tackle. Jorgensen with the hands. Carlin unclean for the first time tonight. Lucas Gray slipping over and unintentionally taken high. And the free kick will go back to the man who rarely misses, Nick, when he has a shot at goal.
Yep, there was a swinging arm as well, so the umpire was going to ping him. He's decided not to have the shot.
Plays on and goes to and finds Joel Hillis, who after playing much of the night in defence is going to play on, or had the opportunity, the umpire's called him back. He's going to have his second deliberate shot at goal in this quarter. So Joel Hillis, very good performer for the Waratah Football Club. Kick on goal. Not the best looking kick off the boot, doesn't matter. 6 points will register. And Joel Hillis kicks his first for the night. More importantly, Waratah, they cracked 10 goals, 10-13, 73 to 6-7, 43. And at the 13-minute mark, Nick Danks, 30 points is the margin. There's no coming back from here for
about half an hour ago we were only a couple of points difference, and then since then it's just been Waratah, and obviously whatever Nolan said to him at three-quarter time has made a difference because they've just got out and said thank you, we'll put this one through. Saying earlier though, the side I'm worried about has got the bye next week like everybody else, but the week after the bye they've got Buffs and the Tigers. That's Pint on the way home. I mean, they were a game and a half clear on top of the ladder. Last night St Mary's really took them to task. They got a bit of a beat up a couple of weeks ago against the Southern Districts as well, so Pint are going to have to use this couple of weeks off just to reset, I would think.
Indeed. Holmberg now with the ball from the middle. Gets it away to his teammate in McRae. Taken there by George. And that's a good tackle. Not happy about it, George. Not going to be able to do anything about it. The umpire's made his call. Well done there to George Wilkes. In fact, it was a free kick there to Nicholas Mitchell. Plays on. Finds his teammate in Willis. Kicks long and out of bounds on the full. So yet again, things just not quite going the Eagles' way here this evening. Dylan Collis to bring the footy back into play. Little chip is a good one. Goes to the hard-working Turnbull. Into the middle. Target is Zeus. Couldn't take the mark, just punched it on. Very disciplined play. Same to Lockie Nash. Carlin couldn't take it. Ball towed forward accidentally. Paddles it forward. Shanks takes it. Just handballs without looking. McRae caught in the tackle. In the back. Surely no call from the umpire. Ball taken by Berry. Long down the line towards Morgan. Got hands to it. Tied it up nicely there by Barty. And the little chip finally finds the chest of Collis. Taken down in the tackle. Turnover goes to Leggett. No real target. Goes on the left boot to Matthew Motlop. Out wide. Looking for his teammate there in Willis. Has to handball backwards and eventually Wanderers find Leggett. His low drilling pass is a beauty and finds a teammate there in George Wilkes. So just forward of centre. Wanderers time ticking away here. 15 minutes down in the third. In the last, I should say. Long kick inside 50. Phillips had to defend in the end. Turnbull. They drop the footy. Hillis goes to George. Towed forward by Turnbull. Gray will come in and clean up. Up towards Kiranua. Just cleared a little bit of space. Received the handball back there from George. Couldn't take it cleanly. Away goes Worthley. Kicks to no one in particular. Finds the chest of Turnbull. Collis. Goes to George. Long kick now from Stevens. Up to Kirby. Misses his hands. Lockie Nash thumped away from him. Good disciplined play there from the Eagles defender in Worthley, and the ball out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Just watching the last couple of times Wanderers went forward there. They banged it into the forward line. They just don't have the body up there to take the mark. And they're just getting cut off by the defence. And they probably need to, in the off-season, look for they're hard to find, but they just need probably not a key full forward, but just someone there who can take a bit of control inside that 50. Because that's the key they're missing. Got some great midfielders, but they just missing that target up front.
Ruck contest now as the rain starts to come down again here at Gardens Oval. Stacks on quickly. Ball's not coming out of there, surely. Yes, it is. The umpire let it go. Little handball comes out. Matthew Motlop receives. That's a nice kick. Cody Leggett just camped under the tree. Kicks up to centre half back. Gave Eastick a task. Carlin, handball cut off. Stevens, long bomb at goal. Is that touched on the line? It is. Well done, Worthley. Hasn't stopped trying, like most of his teammates. Kick in is a good one. Goes to Shanks. Worthley running past for the handball and he receives it. Kicks long down the line. Target is Tyson White. Comes to the back of the pack. Morgan momentarily had it. Then to Hillis. Hillis handballs backwards. Well done by Irwin. Little chip goes to Carlin. Finds Stevens instead. Brought down in the tackle. Got the handball away. Carlin has so much time. Kick goes to Gray. Spoiled by Berry. Well done by Kaylee Roberts. Was clean. Little chip comes up to Leggett. His opponent falls over and the free kick will go here to Leggett. Kick out wide's a good one. Berry. The latter stages of this game now. Wanderers really struggling to try and get the footy forward. And that is just another example. Cut off very easily there by Jorgensen. Chip goes to Hillis. Another one to Kenner. Kenner out wide. Finds Brody Emboscado. Had a good game off half-back for his team. Chip from Roberts goes backwards to Turnbull. Purantatameri, ball bounces off his chest. Contest now at centre half forward. Waratah cleaning up. Handball out wide. Wanderers with an opportunity. Jorgensen was good at ground level. Goes to Turnbull. Long kick out wide is out of bounds on the full. So a turnover at half forward for the Eagles as this game really struggling to reach any great heights here. 19 and a half minutes gone. 10-14, 74 plays 6-7, 43.
Must be happy though with Wanderers. They haven't really thrown the towel in. Even last week when they got lost by 128 points, they still fought that one out at the end, and they're having a red-hot go here and still knocking the ball forward. Just that bit there where it's just coming straight back at them.
And here they go again. Jaden Magro, nice little handball up to his captain in Carlin. Comes back to him, and again he handballs to Carlin. Couldn't take the footy, cut off by Frank. And free kick will be paid here, and it will go to the Eagles. For a hold is the signal from the central umpire. So the ball coming back here to Tyler Phillips. Man on the mark is Magro. So Phillips, long bomb. Looking out there for Leggett. He's their go-to man for almost everything in the contest now. Trying to keep the ball in, and he does. Taken in a tackle, held up. Ball up in the right forward pocket. So they don't stop trying, the Eagles. They just do not have the class of most opposition teams. Ball coming away there through Bailey George. Purantatameri putting on a little bit of pressure there to Worthley, and the ball seen out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Right on centre wing here at Gardens Oval. 24 scoring shots to 13 in the end. Nick tells the story of the game in some ways.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot more inside 50s the others. It's just Waratah had that 10 minutes, certainly towards the end of the third quarter and the end of the start of the fourth quarter, and that pretty much has been the game.
Nice smother there. Cody Leggett just unable to take the footy away. Holmberg trying very hard again. Timmy Keranua did really nicely there. Attacked the ball hard. Back to Keranua. Lost it to Clee. Goes to Bake. Rain again falling here. Roberts couldn't get it. Little handball comes down to George Wilkes. Goes backwards to Poole. Handball on the up. Difficult play here. Slippery conditions. Turnbull soccering it off the ground, and kick in danger is the call. So a free kick will go to the Eagles. And we'll come back here to Kaylee Roberts. Well and truly into time on here. Handball's to a teammate in Walters. The high up and under. No mark. Into the pocket. Nice pick up for Waratah. And a good kick up to Keranua. Bounces off his chest. Lays the tackle on Billy Shanks. Siren sounds to end this Foundation Cup match between Wanderers and Waratah.
Yeah, 31-point deficit there for Wanderers, and Waratah will be happy to claim that win as it's getting closer to finals time and probably nearly locks them into the finals footy. But we'll got a couple of big weeks coming up. We'll have a look at those. But your standout players, Dom, who do you like out there tonight?
Oh, I think for Waratah, very, very consistent performance for them. Arnold Kirby was okay. Dylan Collis from the back line was good. I thought Turnbull was excellent running off defence. You could go through a whole range of them, really. Joel Hillis, I thought, was excellent. Scott Carlin in the middle, very good. And probably Lucas Gray for some of his work up forward as well.
All right, and the big goal scorers for tonight?
Big goal scorers tonight. Tim Keranua with 2, Cody Zust with 2, Joel Stevens with 2 for Waratah, and for Wanderers, 2 goals, Tyson White, who was really their only target up forward for the evening.
And I've been right with this weather. I'm going to go and see NT News on Monday, get a job as a weather forecaster. That's it, though. Don't forget some other games this round. St Mary's defeated Pint by 39 points on Friday night. Today, Tiwi Bombers defeated the Buffs by 28. Nightcliff Tigers defeated Palmerston by 71 points. And here, Waratah defeated Wanderers by 31 points. Next week, we've got rep footy. Looking forward to that, Dom. Thanks for being with us tonight, and we'll catch you next time.
Will do indeed.